Alrighty, guys, so it's been a couple days since we've covered AMC stock, and well, here we are. We're going to break it down. We're going to go over the charts, talk about what I'm looking to do, key levels that I'm looking at, because it's finally starting to make a move here, and mind you, it's not up a ton, but it is up a little bit, so let's break it down. But before we dive into it, I almost forgot, don't forget to get up to 17 free stocks for Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video. All you have to do is go down below, open up your account, and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000, and you get a free share of C3AI, which is over $40 per share right now. And if you fund your account with at least $1,000, guys, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 16 stocks, and fund it with at least $5,000, you get a free share of either Google stock or Tesla stock, guaranteed, on top of all those other stocks. So if you guys want some free money and you want to help out the channel, because of course it is an affiliate link, use that link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, guys, cheers, let's dive into it. So check it out. AMC stock is up around, let me see here, 3.4%, up around 16 cents on the day. It's at almost $5 per share. So it is up a little bit here, and it's taken out the highs as of right now from earlier today, which is great. You guys can see if I zoom in, we triple topped at around 492 earlier today. We hit that at around 9:35 a.m., 9:45 a.m., and around 10:05 a.m. So now we're taking that high out. We hit almost $5, which is great. Now we're at what? 495, 496. And on top of that, we're taking out the highs from yesterday, being around, let me see, 485, 490, which is where we hit in the morning at around 10:30 a.m. And mind you, yesterday we ended up selling off a little bit at open. We got down to about 475. Then the bulls came in, ran up to about 490, and that was the high of the day. And again, we just took that out, which is great. And if I pull up the 5-day, 5-minute, what we're noticing is we're now taking out the highs from the past couple of days. That's great. And another thing worth mentioning, guys, is AMC. It's been pretty quiet, right? But it's been clawing its way out of the hole slowly but surely. Little moves, guys, little moves, and it's kind of been under the radar because the moves are so little. You guys can see we're taking out the highs by a couple of cents, every other day, right? Higher highs, higher lows, and now we're starting again to push $5, which is really good. And here on the 10-day chart, you guys can see we're at a fresh high, which is awesome. And maybe, actually, no, probably not on the 20-day chart. No, we're not at a high on the 20-day chart yet, but we are noticing that we're above the moving averages on this time frame. We're reversing. We're seeing a golden cross. That's great. And now we're slowly starting to test the highs from the end of May, being about $4.95, $5. Let me actually draw out some trend lines here. So if we break $4.95, $5, initially we could start going maybe $5.20, $5.25. Let me draw this out to show you guys what you can see. That was actually the high from the middle of May, heading more towards the end of May. Then let's say hypothetically we take out $5.25, we can start making a move. Let me pull the 4-hour up and zoom in a little bit. Maybe we could start making a move towards mid fives at that point, 540, 550. Then if that were to break, some other key levels, 575, then all of a sudden we could find our way back to 625, which you guys probably remember. That's where we were in the beginning of May before we saw the big sell-off, and that's actually right around when the company reported earnings. You guys can see the stock went from 475 up to about 625 heading into earnings, and then we saw about a month sell-off up until a couple of days ago, and now we're finally starting to reverse. So let me actually set a bunch of alerts here on AMC, as again, we're finally starting to reverse. Let's see if we could actually start taking out some of these key levels. So the first key level is $5 per share. Mark is at or above. Let me put that alert there right now, which has been the high for the past roughly, a little bit over 2 weeks at this point. Then again, after that, we have 525. That's where I'm going to put my next alert. Let me do that now. Mark is at or above 525. That was actually the high from, let me see here, the middle of May heading into the end of May, which we just talked about, right? So if we break that, break above that, mid fives, higher fives, that's where we could be going. So AMC, it's not having a crazy day right now. It's been pretty quiet. You guys know that, but it is finally starting to claw its way out to reverse. And the key levels that I just mentioned, if we break those, guys, we could be seeing a full-on breakout for the bulls. And at that point, we could be continuing this channel that we were in, and honestly, we're still in it. We could be continuing to move to the upper portion of this channel, which could be anywhere from $6.50, $6.75, $7. But let's be patient, guys. Baby steps. Let's see what it does first in the short term. So yeah, that's a quick breakdown here on AMC stock. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Me personally, guys, I'm not in it right now. Sure, I've traded it a bunch, no doubt about it, but I'm not in it right now, and I'm waiting to see again if we break the key levels 525. Then at that point, I'd consider a trade. Personally, I'm not telling you guys what to do, but for me, that's what I'd be looking to do, right? So that's AMC. Let me quickly look at some of these other names moving today. We have GameStop. Look at that, guys, up almost 10% at the time that I'm making this video, and talk about a V-shape recovery, guys. Holy crap. So GameStop reported back on the 7th, I believe, the 6th, whatever day that was, a couple of days ago, about a week ago, and the stock ended up collapsing. You guys probably remember that, right? It went down to about $19.75, $20, and it looks like we held that trend, right? We held a higher low, and now we V-shape recovered all the way back to where we are now, or rather where we were before the earnings. So essentially, we lost a bunch, but we've recovered that entire game. And if we start breaking above $28, guys, that's a big multi-month high on GameStop. GME is the ticker. If you guys didn't know, you guys probably all know that. That's where we could start pushing to a multi-month high, mid 30s, low 30s, totally possible. I mean, guys, look at how long $28 has been resistance on GameStop. Pretty much the entire 4-hour chart here. On the entire 4-hour chart, we've struggled at $28. That's stemming back from September, heading into December, back in March, back, of course, a couple of days ago in June, and right now we're still under that point. So that needs to break, guys. $28 needs to break on GameStop. So my alert's there, and we'll see where it goes from that point. Let me see. What other movers do we have today? Tesla's moving up pretty nicely on the day. It's up 3.4% right now. Looks like it keeps on ripping. And I think earlier I mentioned a couple of stocks that I think are just way overbought. Add Tesla to that list now, guys. This thing is getting way overbought. I think we were talking about Adobe and maybe Netflix. I forget what it was exactly, but I mean, these stocks are getting way overbought. Now, Adobe's actually going red heading into earnings on Thursday in the midst of an overall green day right now, so that should tell you that it's overbought and people are starting to get out before earnings. I don't know. What do you guys think? There's a lot of overbought stocks out there, and to be honest, we have to be very careful, especially if we're trading them for the short term. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 17 stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000. Open up your account, link down below, and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks, and you get a free share of C3AI on top of those 5 stocks guaranteed, which right now it's what, $40 a share? Yeah, that's just with a $100 deposit. And fund your account with at least $1,000, guys. You get 10 more stocks on top of those stocks, totaling 16 stocks, and fund it with at least $5,000. This is where it gets really good. You get another free share of stock, either Tesla stock or Google stock, on top of all those stocks guaranteed, guys. So it's the best promo right now by far. If you want some free money, who doesn't like free money, and you want to help out the channel because it is an affiliate link, use that link down below. It is greatly appreciated, guys. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.